So I wanted to talk to you about the repeated bout effect. With training, you basically do, instead of like, back in the old days it used to be you could train, say on a Monday and then go back next week and then do the same body part on a Monday again, so allowing for a 7-day growth. These days, with all the new research and science that supports, the body actually recovers muscle pretty quick, provided you are taking enough amino acids for muscle recovery and growth. You're actually going to get there pretty quick. The other link to the repeated bout effect is as well, if you go in and are doing, what do they call it? But basically a workout that isn't strenuous on that body part. So say Monday you were to do chest and it was all presses. You would then go in, say, a Wednesday and just maybe do very light, maybe 5 sets, couple of minute rests in between, but at about 30% of your max. So the idea is to help the lymphatic system, help the subcutaneous fluid level, help hyperemesia. So basically it'll help to flush out toxins out of that muscle group area, and then while you're doing that you put in really good nutrition too, electrolytes, superfoods, greens, alkalinity, salts, everything really good, and that way flushes it all out. Your muscles actually will recover even quicker again, because remember, every time you are breaking down tissue, sure, you're breaking down muscle, but even if it's just very light, instead of breaking down the muscle, you're just essentially loosening it up and allowing the muscles to sort of separate a bit and allowing basically everything to flow better through and the body to detoxify. So that's a great way for recovery. On top of that, taking, essentially leucine, so leucine, isoleucine, valine, which is basically what you get on your branched chain aminos. And that way, with doing all that, you can essentially train, because I used to, 10 years ago, I'm 30 now, when I was 20, I used to do a lot of this training where I'd train Monday and about a Thursday and about a Sunday. And I would do the same muscle group, so it was crazy, but I would do chest, shoulders and back. I would start off doing chest and I would do probably, the idea is to only train for about 45 minutes tops, even 30. So even just do one muscle group. If you feel like you could do 2 at the same time, or 3, that's great. And sometimes when you're actually that warmed up, your other muscle group doesn't actually need to be warmed up, you can just go straight into it. Because remember, these days it's not about just lifting heavy, it's about contraction and isolation, doing it right, and you'd be amazed how much weight you don't need, and you can actually come back a lot sooner because your joints, tendons, ligaments aren't strained continuously. The muscles just needing recovery and stretching and detox and helping more fluids and that get in there. So I used to do that, train each muscle group 3 times a week. I take my branched chains, really good vitamins, minerals, electrolytes, everything. And tell you what, like I got big quicker, I got bigger than I am now. I'm not that big, but quick. So that's another really good way of getting there a lot quicker. I hope I didn't go on too much. I know I did a lot of stuff there, but play it back over and just go over a few more things. I'll see if I can do another video just linking a few other areas up, but yeah, it's proven to work. People do it all the time. I've spoken to some really highly advanced people, more than me, and they do it a lot. And the way they train is the same as me, and the nutrition and everything's the same as me, and they're just getting there so quick. They go in sometimes and train for literally 25, 20 minutes, but they know what they're doing, and they just smash it, and they can come back then again. One guy even came back 2 days later, did chest again, and then that day just before that he was doing a stack of foam roller stuff. He had a massage to loosen it all up, stretch it out. Unreal. Like, if you can do it, and if you know what you're doing, you can do it. And essentially this is what I do with the people online. So I'm about to start a massive big thing for the next 3-4 months with a couple of people, and it's going to be all this and more, just taking it to the next level, 110%. So cheers.